Alright, I'm going to be making a bit of a different video today. Because not only is it absolutely freaking hot in here and outside, but there also happens to be something else outside. Let's take a look. Huh. Here's as though the neighbors are throwing away a bunch of crap. You can see, let's see, what can we see here? Oop, there's somebody walking by. Wait till they go away. They're actually looking at the trash right now. That's kind of funny. And now the camera won't focus, will it? Okay, there we go. You can see there, looks like there's a colander out there. Briefcase. Might grab that, but I don't think I will. I don't think I'm gonna waste my time. I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to be. There's a toboggan, metal toboggan, with a cushion on it. Some other metal crap. I don't know what that is. Looks like it might be a clothesline. Might be a clothesline. Definitely a colander. That's interesting. There's a wood thing of some kind. There's another metal pole of some kind. And there's what looks like an umbrella with wheels on it. Might be a patio umbrella. I have no idea. There was more out there. But of course, I grabbed it to save it from three things, really. Number one, to save it from the rain that we had today and this morning. I'm sure you can see on the ground there's rain. Save it from the scrappers who would ruin what could be used by either me or somebody else just to gain a couple bucks. I will never profess to understand exactly what it is that they get out of it. And number three, if the scrappers don't take it, to save it from getting crushed by the trash men and also effectively wasted. So let's see, what did I get? Well, I got three things. Number one is sitting on the bed. I got a keyboard here. It's an IBM. Real nice. I'm sure you've seen these before. PS2 keyboard. Let's see, where's the cord? Here's the cord. You can't kill these things. And while it's no Model M, it ain't a bad keyboard. You can hear the noise that it makes. There's still some crap in there. Most of that, admittedly, is from the rag that I used to wipe this down. I'm curious what these dots are for. I can make a guess. There's one on the shift, there's one on the backspace, there's one on the 2 for whatever reason, and then one here. I'd imagine that there were probably more elsewhere. It's interesting. I might take those off, I might leave them on. See, how dirty are these underneath the feet? The feet are clean. At least that foot's clean. This one looks like it's had a chunk taken out of it. That's interesting. But what we got here? What's this say? Just knocked a tripod on the floor. KB 7953, 5 volts, 200 milliamp hours. Manufacturer CET 9838. That might mean that this was made 38th week of 1998. The Windows logo is a registered trademark of Microsoft Corporation. That refers to the Windows key. Got the part number, a serial number, made in Thailand, the FRU, the revision. Usually you only see those on Dell products. That actually looks like a Dell revision number, but I can't imagine that Dell would have sold one of these with their computers. I believe at this point they had the AT101W, which was a much better keyboard. Wasn't rubber dome like this is, but this is not a bad keyboard. In fact, it actually weighs quite a bit for being a rubber dome keyboard. You might be able to smash this over somebody's head and do some significant damage. Not that I would condone doing that, but we're going to test it today, or right now, using that thing, because I don't care about the 8042 keyboard controller on that thing, unless it kills the keyboard, in which case I'd not be very happy. But it's only a Tecra 8100 anyways, and not worth anything. So let's get started. Alright. Apparently, I just made a mess of my bed because this keyboard was not as clean as I thought it was. But oh well, I guess that's to be expected. I'd imagine the dirt fell out of the actual keyboard itself. But here we go, let's test it. Alright, had a bit of a scare there. But it appears as though the keyboard is functional. Those buttons work. Let's fire up text editor. notepad. All those keys work. Are you going to focus? Thank you. Alright, I've got 4 minutes left on this memory card, so I better hurry up. But as you can probably see, all the stuff that was outside is now not there anymore. So I'm glad I picked this stuff up when I did. But there's the keyboard, sitting in its new home. Working, as it should. And the other piece that I haven't showed you yet is that. This is, if we take a look, there's more that I got today than what you saw. There's going to be more to this video because I'm doing this all out of the order that I normally would. I'm doing this quite a bit later. I've had this thing in my possession for probably about a week now. Oh, that's actually not quite true. Probably, since trash day. So it's been 3 days, not a week. Funny how time flies though, isn't it? Well, there it is. It's a Candle JTR 1477S. It's actually made by JIL, which, if you want to joke about it, it stands for Justin Landfills. But I'd rather it not say in a landfill, so even if this doesn't pass my tests, I'm going to throw a couple more tapes at it. Even if it doesn't pass my tests, I'm probably going to, I don't know, give it away to somebody. I'm not going to sell it, because I feel bad, because I didn't pay anything for it, and it's not really worth any money. It's kind of in crappy condition, if you know what I mean. And you can see the tuning dial is missing, as is the antenna. And you can see there's no antenna there, which is a problem. I don't even think you can move that. But under any circumstances, it does seem to function. Now, only sorta. This deck is totally toast. These buttons all work, though, which is cool. And that's the record deck. So there's that. That doesn't work. And this one worked fine with my test tape. So I'm going to throw a couple of other tapes at it and see if it continues to work fine, or if we have a tape eating incident, in which case this thing's just going to go back outside. Alright, here's the final setup. It's not what I thought was ideal. I thought I was going to be able to put it right there. But as it turns out, the darn thing is too damn long. So you can see, it's because it's got the one extra cassette deck in it. That doesn't even work. Actually, I should check that. I wonder if it does work. Well, I don't know why it would work if I tested it and it didn't, so... There you go. But you can see the brand on the front there. I didn't really look for that. I swear I have seen this boombox sitting outside before, while they were using it. It's little things that you remember, but there's the volume setting, and I've got it plugged in right now. So if I hit play, it should do something. You should see it register. Oh, well, actually, you won't see it register because I don't have it plugged in, so... Yeah, there you go. I mean, it would be real nice if this was not like this, or this deck worked. The radio I could do without. The radio actually kind of sucks on this thing, because it's not the well, actually, I think it is the expanded band, but I could probably blind tune it if I really wanted to. Not that it would do much in here, because you cannot tune worth a crap in here. Most of the stations are blocked out because this place is a dead zone for wireless signals. So there you go. I didn't even notice this until just a few minutes ago. It's got an audio frequency response curve on it. How much do you want to bet that that is totally incorrect? Oh, it's missing the high-speed dubbing switch, but I don't know why I would use high-speed dubbing if the record deck doesn't even work. It's got a low and high tone switch. That's interesting. And here are your function selections. You've got PM, AM, and tape. Dual deck, relay play, high-speed dubbing, FM stereo / AM radio cassette recorder. Isn't that just a mouthful? Is this thing ported? It could possibly be ported, if that's a port. It looks like a could be a switch, but it's not a switch, it's just a piece of plastic that otherwise probably would just be decoration, but it might even be ported because it looks like there's a hole in it. But anyways, that's all I found in the trash. Well, not quite. I actually found a higher dehumidifier at one point, too. But somebody took that, because apparently they wanted it more than I did, and took it from the yard. Should have left it in the garage, really, if I was thinking about it, but I didn't want it to get pitched again, because, let me tell you, I'd probably get in trouble for bringing something like that in. It's amazing I haven't gotten in trouble for bringing this in yet, or that keyboard. But, I mean, whatever. It works, and it's better than it going to a landfill, so there you go. But that's not all I got. That's right, I went to everybody's favorite place. Please excuse the fact that I've got people in the background talking. I expected a response there, but anyways, went to everybody's favorite thrift store, or everybody's favorite place, the thrift store, with only $20 in my pocket. How's that for entertainment? And picked up a couple of things, which you can see back here. This is the prize of the bunch. I'm sure somebody in the Stereo Dust Particles group, who's also on YouTube, will enjoy seeing this. I cannot believe that they had this there. They had a couple other things, too. They had a 5-disc, now here's the kicker, it was a 5-disc DVD changer. It wasn't a CD changer, it was a DVD changer. I would have bought that, because it was only $8, but it was part of a larger stereo system, and used a proprietary power connector that probably also was used for the speaker, control, and all that other stuff. So I didn't find the other unit, and I was certainly not going to pay the exorbitant price for that, because I'm sure they would have marked that at like $25. I also saw a Memorex, and hear me out here. It was a Memorex record player, vinyl record player. They had it at $25 and it was missing the needle. Now, I don't know about you, but $25 for a crappy, cheap record player without the needle is kind of asking a bit much. They had a couple other things there. They had a couple boom boxes, but none of them that really showed any promise, which is exactly the reason why I brought that thing inside in the first place. Because I vowed that if I found another cassette deck or a boom box that was better than this one, I was just not going to bring this inside, and I was going to donate it to the thrift store or give it to somebody else. I mean, I wouldn't sell it because I obviously got it for free. I'd feel bad about it if I sold it, so there you go. But I picked this up for $3, and it does work. And the bird chimes are all out of sync, all out of whack. I have no idea what bird is what, so I guess I'm going to have to figure that one out later. But it does make noise. It's not very loud, but this will be cool. I'm going to hang it up on the wall. That up there is the clock that it is going to replace. That Cardinal clock, that's right there, which as you can see is only right twice a day. And in the last week, I have put 3 different batteries in this thing, one of which was brand new, and all of which have died. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but I'm going to take this off the wall, probably find somewhere else to put it, because let's face it, that's pretty damn cool. But for now, I think it's due for a replacement. And let's just say that this is a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I think so. These batteries, by the way, were not in the clock when I first got it. I had to put them in there myself. One of them is an older battery, and the 2 that are right there, which provide the power for the speaker and the chime, those are brand new. That one's from my box, if I didn't already say that. So let's put this up and hope that it sits up there. Well, that was work. More work than I wanted it to be. Including the loss of a push pin behind all of this crap, so I'm never going to get that back. But the new clock is on the wall, and the old one is sitting down there, awaiting its fate. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'll be honest with you, it is not what caused me to have all that work. Trying to get this one on the old peg that I was using was all the work, because apparently that damn peg was too big for the hole. So, you can take from that what you may, but that was more work than I wanted it to be. So I had to take one of these smaller ones that's right there. I'm just using these push pins. Actually, I could have just taken that. I didn't even notice that I had that there. I thought I only had one of those. But anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter now. So it's up there, and it is ready to rock. You'll see if it actually manages to chime on the top of the hour, which it should do, because there is light. But I don't know if there's enough light to set it off. But anyways, that's not all I got. I don't know about you, but there was a light on over there just a second ago, and it just went out. I thought something exploded. And in case you're wondering, yes, that is the infamous shagging neighbors, as I like to call them. That's their house over there. No, they're not. Alright, like I was saying, that's not all I got. Picked up a CD for 99 cents. It's John Michael Montgomery's self-titled album, including the song that I wanted, Sold at the Grundy County Auction Incident. The CD itself is not perfect. I actually almost bought a Ricky Martin CD, but that one was in even worse shape. In fact, the jewel case was cracked. The CD itself wasn't too bad, but it was covered in fingerprints. There's an eyelash on there. But that is not all I bought either. You see, I also bought some shirts. And I'm sure people will love this one. There you go. That's what I bought, number one. And then the second one. Both of these are sarcastic t-shirts. Just let me throw that out there right now. And there's your second one. Both for about $3 each. And so that's $6. This was about $1. I mean, it was 99 cents, but let's face it, it's $1. That was $1, and that was $4. Actually, that one's even better. I didn't even realize that that was green until now. So the green kinda sorta matches. I've actually got 3 of those big pegs, because there's another one right there. Apparently I'm an idiot, and I don't even know what kind of pegs I have anymore. But there you go, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, do feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.